Hi and welcome to Seasparkles Corner. Today we're going to talk about a new adventure we did. We went to a dinner show called Mickey's Hoop-Dee-Doo, and it was in Fort Wilderness. And Chris, what did you think of it?
Oh man. So what I thought about it, I didn't like the area in general. I hated it. They lacked a lot of things. But the show was great. That's the best part. So my day went from to yay and God, they fed us too much.
Well,
They wanted to stuff us.
Well, we had to eat. It starts off when you go to the table. Your table's all set and your salad is all set.
Note that salad is a promissory note that food will soon arrive.
What do you think the dressing was?
It was original vinaigrette. It was an Italian.
Okay.
It was olive oil with some black pepper.
And then a waiter comes over and gives you drinks.
It was Bob. Hi Bob, if you're watching.
Hi Bob, yeah. And then he starts, and then they start to do the show. Okay, my opinion on the show, it was funny. Not as funny as Al Capone's, but it was funny in a different kind of way.
Did you clean these?
Yeah.
And how it was different, it was more audience participation, more interaction.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Ben Jovi.
Yeah, and the show is called the show actress who's singing it is called the Hoop-Dee-Doo Revue. That's what they call themselves.
Oh, that's what it was called?
Yeah, that's what they announce themselves at. They all they do is perform in that one place. That's all they do. And the meal consisted of ribs, chicken, corn,
fried chicken, barbecue ribs, mashed potatoes with the skin in them,
and they were really good.
corn with black pepper in it, tastes really good too.
Cornbread.
Cornbread's the appetizer with the salad.
We forgot to mention.
We're missing a couple things.
The baked beans.
Yeah, baked beans. And
Strawberry shortcake for dessert.
yes.
Oh, and by the way, all you can drink is included in it. If you want 50 sodas, they would bring it to you, no matter what. And it's got a list of beverages you can choose from.
They come in mason jars.
Yeah.
They keep it southern.
Uh-huh. And you can have an after-dinner coffee or tea if you like. Whatever. Hot drinks they provide at the end. Okay, to review the food. My opinion, this is my opinion. All the food was very good. And it was all yummy. I didn't have any problems. And the mashed potatoes, oh. I could have just not eaten anything else and just filled up on those mashed potatoes. They were so good.
Okay.
Now, what's your opinion on the food?
It was great. I couldn't finish the ribs, so I had more chicken. Let's see. The mashed potatoes, if you mix the mashed potatoes that they made with the corn and a little bit of the green beans, you get yourself a concoction that I like.
Yeah, and the baked beans.
These, I thought I was crazy for putting all these. No, that was just after I mentioned about the Al Capone video about the me putting the cream.
But we're just.
I know.
Oh, there's another thing. When the guys wanted real coffee, they actually give you real cold cream. Cream in a little bottle jar this big,
goodness,
and it looked like a mini milk bottle, and it was about this big. And when you order, if you want a hot tea, they come out and bring you a box with a whole bunch of teas in it. You pick what you want. And, oh. I think you had, what, did you have root beer?
Yeah.
Tell him, oh, he put the cream. No, he put lemons in his root beer. Tell him about that.
Yeah, so I like lemons or lime in my drink, so I don't care what it is. It actually changes the flavor of the root beer. Adds a little bit more of a little hinty taste in there.
I think he had more lemons than he had root beer in that cup.
I had 6 lemons and a whole mason jar of root beer.
Yeah, and I don't know if I can't remember what David ordered for a drink.
Orange soda.
Orange soda, and he must have liked it. He drank 4 or 5 cups.
Yeah, you drink a decent amount.
Yeah, and so
Cause Disney's Hoop-Dee-Doo.
I'm not going to tell you too much details about the show, but my opinion is definitely worth going to. I mean, we had a great time.
No.
Oh, another thing, gratuities are included in your bill,
let
so
me
you don't
interrupt
have to
that.
tip it.
It's worth going, but just know, since the only way to get there is via bus and etc.,
You're not allowed to bring your car in there.
and if you're there really early, then you're kind of screwed because everything there is mostly for residents or people that are staying there only, so you can have nothing to do. Unless you have money to ride the horses, that's the fun part.
I didn't want to do that, but I went. I really enjoyed. There was Clydesdale there. I enjoyed seeing all the historical stuff to do with the horses. And the original lead for the opening of the parade for Magic Kingdom, Epcot Center, and Disney's Hollywood Studio, that device, I can't remember what it was called, but you push a button and you hear all the original songs. And so it still works. And we went over there and watched a blacksmith work. They have miniature horses there too. Apparently Walt Disney liked them. And they had historical pictures of Walt Disney. It was almost like a horse museum. And with him showing Walt Disney holding his first miniature horse he got. And he had an affinity for horses. So it was all pictures of Walt Disney with original horses, and there's a whole bunch of memorabilia. If you wander around, you can find this. And then we went in the gift store, and everything was overpriced in that gift store there.
I think it is Disney.
So I didn't get anything.
So oh, dude, that gift store. Oh, it was horrible.
So David and I played chess while we were waiting. Checkers while we were waiting. And so we enjoyed that. He won some, I won some. It was kind of fair. And we went down and looked at we walked over and looked at the beach, which is blocked off. You can't go because it's
called
used for boats.
It's called Clementine
And you can
Beach.
play, yeah.
But there's no water to go there.
But he did mention on there that where you're supposed to go is called some sort of name of something or other, but he said where they can swim. But you're not allowed to go there anyway. And they have go-karts only residents can have. And to go on the boat you have to pay for and stuff like that.
Even residents are only allowed to play the arcade games in there, which is not fair. Because if you're there, it's not cool.
And it's not only that, in the bathroom, after a certain time at night in the morning, non-residents can't go in there because you have to use your key card of your room to use the public bathrooms at night.
It's not fair.
So, but you can use them in the daytime. So, but the show is worth going to. Just don't get there too early because unless you want to go wander around and see the horses and stuff like that, which I enjoy doing. I enjoy doing it. You're not allowed to feed the horses or pet the horses or touch the horses, but you can look at all the historical stuff. But that only took us like 15 minutes. So the rest of the time it was just mainly we were sitting there waiting for the show to open.
Still not fair.
So, but otherwise, I think the show was good and I had a good time and everything like that. I wouldn't return to it because it's just too hard to get to. How you get there? You cannot drive your car on Fort Wilderness property unless you're a resident. So you have to go to Disney Springs, downtown Disney, park in one of the garages, then walk to the bus stop.
Take one bus.
And then take one bus over, and I'm not going to say the number because it may change. Disney's always changing things. Then you have to take a bus to Fort Wilderness. Then you have to take another bus when you get there, either Purple or Orange Settlement, and to go there.
2 buses basically to get there.
Yeah, so it took us actually 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, 2 buses. Yeah,
2 buses to get there. And even if you're staying at Fort Wilderness, you still have to take a bus there because you're not allowed to drive really Fort Wilderness.
Well, how they do it, they have the residents rent these little car things for them to go around in. And, you know, because...
Or segways,
they have segways they can rent too. So that's how they kind of get around there. Because you're not allowed to really drive on there because it's like a historically old town type of thing. But it's worth the effort for once. It's just not something I would do again.
Yeah.
Oh, also note that Mickey's Backyard Barbecue is also there. So the two Western shows are both there, but two different buildings. So if we decided to go to the barbecue, we'd have to go through all that to go over there again. So since I saw it there, I'm not going to go to the barbecue. So, but it's still worth it. I think I had a good time. My mom had a good time. David can speak for himself. Chris, your final thoughts.
So, just like I said earlier, I'm just going to give you guys a star rating. I give it just 2.5 out of 5. I love the food, but just,
and the show was good.
Yeah, the show is good, but if you're there, you have nothing to do. Because, you know, they're very strict. You know, only residents can do stuff.
Well, they pay a lot of money to stay there.
Yeah, but, you know, they could at least have, you know, something for non-guests. Which, technically, we would be guests.
We are guests of Disney.
Yet.
But we're not a resident staying in.
At the show at the start, Bob started a bit slow as being our waiter, but then he got going pretty good.
He had a lot of people to work with.
But plus he had a huge, large area.
So I cut him some slack.
So yeah, I'll give him slack for that.
He made his best effort.
But the Hoop-Dee-Doo show itself, yeah, that was good. But the area overall, it's just.
I liked the table we had too, because if I was in the big area in the middle, I feel like I was too crowded. So where we were sitting, it was kind of like we had our own little section, and I could breathe, because the other area was so darn crowded with so many people. It's just, I wouldn't have liked that. So I'm really pleased he picked a good table for us. We had table 50, and I liked it.
51.
51. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So my final thoughts is it's worth going to once, but
It's kind of out of the way.
it's so hard to get to, I wouldn't do it again. You know, Chris?
I heard. I'm also thinking of what else to say because I have nothing else to say. Because mostly the show, I give it a good rating, but
It's a lot of effort to go there.
just the ambiance in there. Well, the outside.
The ambiance is ancient wilderness, they said, from the 1800s. This is the effect they were trying to get. And I think they get it because everything there was so rustic.
Honestly, I think it would have been better if they hadn't hit the Hoop-Dee-Doo thing in like Frontierland and Magic Kingdom or something.
I would have liked that.
See, that would make good sunshine.
That way it'd be easy for anybody to get to. You're in Magic Kingdom, heck, you might as well just go to it. Okay, David, come give your final thought.
Already gave my opinion.
Okay, all right, well.
While I was staring at Revue.
All right, okay, there's our view of it, and thank you for watching, and we'll be home in a couple of days. So this is our last review for the trip, because tomorrow we're just going to Disney Quest. We've talked about that. Then Friday is home, so this is our final video for our Disney extravaganza. So thank you for watching. Hugs and kisses from my family to yours. The Fun Never Ends in Sea Sparkles Corner. We love you. Thank you for watching. Bye, everybody.